Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So if you came here from our other video, our day one vlog from our CrossFit journey, welcome. And if not, thanks for joining us for tonight. We're going to make some turkey burgers. So I've gotten started a little bit, but I'm going to take you through what I'm doing as I go. So start with the turkey mince. You can use turkey breast as well if you mince it in a food processor. We're going to bind it with egg that's just beaten. It's just one regular egg, some oats, and then we're going to put in some fried onion that's already fried and some jalapeno. Now this is about a tablespoon of jalapeno. This will do about 4 burgers. Be careful with it. You don't want it so hot that you can't enjoy the burger. And we are putting some other spicy stuff in, so you know, tailor it to your own choice, but be careful. So some of the other stuff that's going to go into flavour it is mustard. Now this is spicy mustard, but if you have regular, you can add some cayenne pepper, which is great for a nice peppery heat. Smoked paprika I love. I put this on everything. Chopped garlic. Since I've been pregnant, I'm going on and off of garlic, so I'll be using just a little bit of this, but you can use more if you love garlic, which I usually do. But I don't want to be able to not eat these when they're made. Black pepper and some salt. Jalapenos I've already shown you. So when it's done, then we're going to add in some more stuff that you can see here, but I'll show you guys that when it's time. So grab a big bowl and start adding your ingredients. So my onions are already in there going cool because you don't want to burn your hands as you're mixing it. Next, the main ingredient, which is the turkey. In you go. Let's put in the jalapenos next. Now you will have to stick your hands in this bowl eventually, so don't forget to wash them really well after the jalapenos. You don't want to wipe your face or go to the toilet if you're a guy or anything like that later on and have jalapeno on your finger. That's the last thing you want. Everything else can just sort of go in willy-nilly. I'm not really measuring. It's just sprinkling of salt and pepper. Mostly I'm just going to eyeball it. This garlic is a little bit damp. Like I said, I'm going easy on the garlic just in case. Don't need the cayenne pepper. Lots of smoked paprika because I just love it. What's next? I guess around maybe like a tablespoon or 2 of mustard. Depending on how much you like mustard, but it does give a nice peppery bite to turkey burgers, which can be quite bland. Now I'm going to add the egg first because it's just 1 egg, so I'm going to use all of that. So I'm mixing with a spoon for the moment just so I don't get my hands all dirty and then have to reach into the oats. But I will eventually get the hands in there. So the mustard in this smells amazing. Okay, I'll add some of the oats now. Just a few handfuls and you can see how you go. So I think that's okay oats wise. I'm going to start making it into 4 now. So the easiest way to divide it, if you don't want to eyeball it, is sort of flatten it down and basically just draw quarters in the bowl. So then I've got my 4 quarters here, and that'll help me make sure that my patties are roughly the same size. Like, you're never going to get it perfect, but it is a neat way to sort of get them roughly the same. So I'm going to flatten these out a little bit more than maybe some people like them, a bit thicker. But if you see the pitta here that it's going to go into, I'm sort of roughly making it the same size, and we've got some other stuff that's going to go in with it, so I don't want like a really thick burger and then loads of empty pitta all around. So I'm roughly making it just slightly smaller than the pitta, so that's how I'm judging how thin to make it. Okay, so I've got the pan up high with just a little bit of oil. I use that light spray stuff so that it's not a whole pile of oil. I'm going to put the pan up pretty high just to kind of sear them, both sides, and then I'm going to turn it down a bit lower so that they cook through. So hopefully these come off the plate okay for me. I'm going to flatten them down just a little bit anyway if I squash them. So these have been on for about a minute now in this heat, so I'm just going to flip them over. Almost perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit because this pan holds the heat a lot. But I'm gonna want them hot a little bit on this side too, and then I'll gradually take the heat down. So you want to seal the outside to kind of hold in what liquid's in it, and then cook on a medium heat so that it heats through nice and gently. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the burgers, I'm waiting about 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm just flipping them just to keep the heat kind of circulating through. So they're on a kind of a low heat now. So while I'm waiting for those to be done, I've rinsed my lettuce, chopped my tomato. They're going to go into the pitta when it's done. Then once the pan's free, I'm going to fry up these flat mushrooms because I think they'll be really nice in it. Now if they don't fit, I'll chop them up. It's not a big deal, but I think it would be nice to have them in there if they do fit. And instead of mayonnaise or any sort of condiment in the nut burger, I'm going to mash up some avocado to make the like filling. So hopefully this is okay. It's just about ripe. So it should mash okay. So you want it nice and smooth. So these are done. They've had a few minutes on each side. You'll know yourself, you can cut into 1 or 2 of them anyway just to make sure. Now they're pretty fragile, and I'm not that delicate when I'm flipping them as well, so I kind of lost a few bits as I was going, but they're okay. So I'm just going to plate those up, plus all these little extra bonus pieces. I'm also heating up my pittas. Just splash them with a bit of water and grill them for a couple of minutes each side just to get them nice and soft. And now I'll throw in my mushrooms. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I put the mushrooms into the frying pan. I left them on a low to medium heat with the white side up, say, for a few minutes. It was kind of an experiment, to be honest. I've never made these before. And once I felt like the bottom had started cooking, I flipped them. And then it's easier to sort of flatten them down. Lots of juice comes out of them, which is good because that'll dry them out for us. So I'm able to start to squash them down now a bit and make them a bit flatter so that, well, it's easier for them to cook and they'll fit a bit better inside in our pittas too. So I'm just gonna flip them once more just to dry the other side. But as you can see, they are cooking through by this one that I broke. They're cooking through and they're softening nicely, so they'll be nice. It was touch and go there for a second when I put them in first. They did seem to be taking a while with nothing happening. But I just lowered the heat and I held tough and got a bit more action now. So like I say, I'm just going to flip onto the top now again and just leave them a little bit longer, and then we can take them out. Okay, so I've plated them up and filled them. Lettuce, tomato, burger, mushroom, and if you like you can add some halloumi cheese. It'd be so awesome. I just didn't buy any today. So here we go, there's 2. The stats are up on the screen now of what protein and stuff is in them, and enjoy. Do it for the love, yes
yes I do. So you don't care about the money? Well, yes, it's true. And I'm so blessed to be fulfilling my destiny. All material things could mean less to me. Only thing I ever could need is a Sarah B sample with a dope ass beat, and get the mic check, all the levels right. And if it's good, then I'll be here for several nights.